Namaste and welcome to this practice of mindful flow and meditation. I'm delighted to share one of my favorite meditations in this session. It's called Light of the Heart. It might be the sweetest meditation I know. At the time of this recording, we're approaching the solstice and the return of the sun. In this meditation, we are building or recognizing the light in our heart that already is there, but allowing it to be really self-evident. So props you might need, you might want a couple of yoga blocks, whatever you want to sit on for meditation after Shavasana. So gather your props and then we'll come to lie down. We'll start lying down on your back. And as you do, make sure there's some space behind your head once you lie down. So take your time to come to lie down. And lying down, it's not quite Shavasana here. It's more like lying down in mountain pose. So the legs are closer together and the arms right by your sides. So take your time to settle down onto your back. And as you settle down onto your back, feel that the earth is supporting you. The earth is holding you. Feel that. Allow that. And as the earth is already holding you, your body doesn't need to hold on or grip or be constricted. So allow it to let go a little bit more, especially on your next few exhalations. Let go. Begin to feel your breath a little more clearly. And breathe deeply enough that you feel the abdomen move on the breath, expanding and falling. Breathing through the nostrils in a delicate version of Ujjayi Pranayama. Just being and breathing. We'll be using this time to set a tone for the breath, the pranayama during the practice. And now begin to shape your breath into what is called Samavritti Pranayama. The length of your inhale equals the length of your exhale. And also the quality, the tone, the volume of the inhale and exhale become balanced and even. No force, no strain. Now continue with this way of breathing. We'll bring some subtle movement in at first. On your inhales, reach your arms straight up toward the ceiling, going to the floor back behind you. And as you exhale, release the arms back down by your sides. Continue on your breath. Inhales, the arms reach up toward the ceiling, moving to the floor back behind you. Exhale begins, and then the arms respond and lower following the exhale. The arms follow the inhale to reach up and back. The arms follow the exhale to release back down by your sides. 2 more, please. Effortless. The next time you've exhaled and lower the arms, just be there for a moment, and we'll now do a flow that's like dynamic bridge, but has a couple of more components to it. So begin by bending your knees and slide your feet in close to your hips. Ideally, you're not going to turn your head to the side. I will demonstrate, but ideally, you'll follow my words so you don't have to turn your head to the side, which is not ideal here. The arms are by your sides, feet in close to your hips. First, inhale, lift your hips and lift your arms. Take them to the floor back behind you. First, exhale, lower the hips, knees to chest, hands to shins. Inhale, legs go up in the air, arms back. And this exhale, bend your knees, lower the feet, and lower the arms. Take a breath here. We'll continue. First, inhale, lift the hips and the arms. First, exhale, lower, knees to chest, hands to shins. Second, inhale, legs up in the air, arms back. Second, exhale, bend the knees, lower the feet, lower the arms. Continue. Inhale, hips and arms. Exhale, lower, knees to chest, hands to shins. Inhale, legs up, arms back. Exhale, bend the knees, lower the feet and the arms. Once more, please. Inhale, lift the hips and the arms. Exhale, lower, knees to chest, hands to shins. Inhale, legs up, arms back. And exhale, bend your knees, lower your feet, lower your arms, and pause. Just pause, reshape your breath. We'll now do a dynamic twist. Arms on the floor, out from your shoulders. Inhale, draw the knees to the chest. Exhale, lower them to the left. Inhale, knees to chest. Exhale, you twist, lower the legs in the opposite direction. Continue on your breath. Inhales, knees to chest. Exhales, slowly lower them to the opposite side. Inhales and exhales are still equal in length. The next time you've lowered your legs to the right, curl onto your right side, and then ease your way up and come onto hands and knees. Onto hands and knees. Have your hands slightly in front of your shoulders. Start out in tabletop with your spine in neutral. Samavriti Pranayama, reinstate that. Inhale, lift your heart, and exhale, move back into child's pose, bending your arms slightly. Inhales, rise up to all fours, and exhales, bend your arms slightly, return to child's pose. Continue on your breath again. Inhales, it's a back bend, coming up to all fours, lift the heart. Then exhales, bend the elbows, move back into child's pose. Inhale, lift up to all fours and tuck your toes, now exhaling to downward facing dog. Continue. Inhales are hands and knees. Exhales alternate child's pose with down dog. Inhales, hands and knees on your count. Exhales, alternating child's pose and down dog. Next time you're in down dog, remain there. Stay up in down dog. You can bend one or both knees if you like, but do feel your spine lengthen. Really more important to have the spine long and relatively straight, given its natural curves. More important there than legs straight. Inhale into plank. Hold plank for a moment. Steadiness and ease, Sthira Sukha. Then lower down, Chaturanga if you practice it, otherwise take the knees down first. We'll alternate dynamic cobra with dynamic half locust. Your hands will be placed alongside your rib cage for both. Lower your forehead. Inhale, come up into cobra. Lift your heart, hips are on the ground. Exhale, lower your chest and your forehead. Next, inhale, lift the chest as well as the legs. Lengthen the legs. And exhale, lower everything down. Inhale, cobra. Legs are heavy, lift the heart. And exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the heart and the legs. Exhale, lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, half locust, float the legs also, and exhale, lower. And now come into a cobra pose that you can hold. So you might stay relatively close to the ground. You might rise higher. Come into a cobra that's comfortable for you, for your back, and that does not impede upon your breath. Steady. Lift a little higher with an inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, come up into half locust that you'll hold. Lift the legs as well as the heart. Elbows hug in. Push back through the balls of your feet so it feels like you're lengthening out through the lower back. Heart is lifting. Legs feel like they're lengthening. Lift a little higher with an inhale and exhale back to down dog. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. And feel sensation in your back. Might be a little warmth there from the back bends. And now step up to your hands. And we'll do a dynamic Uttanasana with inhale holds. So first, you're in Uttanasana, you're standing forward bend. Inhale, halfway lift, hold the inhale. And exhale when you're ready to. Again, inhale, halfway lift, contain your inhale, containing your energy, your prana. Exhale, fold. Two more. Inhale, halfway lift, contain the inhale, building light in the heart. You'll fold on an exhale. Once again, on your breath, inhale, halfway lift, hold the inhale. Exhale, fold. Reach your arms straight back behind you. Press into the feet. Inhale, come all the way up. And once you're up, bring your palms together and lower your arms by your sides. And take a moment here. I've been integrating a little bit of Qigong, I understand. And I really love this pose. It's a little bit like mountain pose. However, feet are a little bit wider and you bend the knees slightly. You soften the arms. So it's really like a soft mountain pose, Tadasana. Heads balanced on top of your spine, soft knees. And come into your Samavriti Pranayama, equal inhale, exhale. Just being here, your feet are steady, knees are soft. And from here, begin to bounce your body a little bit. Just a subtle jiggling. Shaking up prana, energy, blockages, stagnation. And now come into mountain pose, Tadasana. If you need to adjust your feet, please do. Tadasana, also known as Samastitihi, meaning a state of balance. Reincorporate Samavriti Pranayama. And reincorporate feeling your breath in your abdomen. And we'll now take Surya Namaskar L, Sun salutation L. If you use blocks for lunges, take your 2 blocks and place them on either side of the front of your mat. And you'll then come to stand between the blocks. If you're not using blocks, that's fine. Bring your palms together. This sun salutation has 2 back bends, no chaturangas. Ground through your feet. Inhale, reach into a back bend, either arms straight or a cactus. That's a little bit deeper. And exhale, fold forward, lower your hands. You step the right foot back right away, lower the knee. On an inhale, lift your arms up. This is back bend number 2, arms straight or a cactus. On an exhale, lower your hands. Step the back foot forward, fold forward. Interlace your fingers behind you. Release your hands. Inhale, come up into the standing back bend. And exhale, palms together at your heart. That's the salutation. Continue. Inhale, standing back bend. And exhale, fold forward. Lower your hands. Inhale, left foot back, knee to the ground, arms reach up, back bend. On an exhale, lower your hands, step forward, fold forward, interlace your fingers behind you. Release your hands. Inhale, standing back bend. And exhale, palms to your heart. Continue on your breath. There's an inhale into a back bend. And an exhale to fold forward. On your inhale, right foot back, knee down. On your following inhale, lift the arms into a back bend. On your exhale, step and fold forward. Interlace your fingers behind you. On your inhale, return to the standing back bend. Exhale, palms to your heart. Continue again on your breath, please. Effortless effort. Feel the back bends deepening with the shoulder blades moving forward. Continue. So I'll be taking about 3 more. Again, it might be varying on your breath. The next time you have stepped your left foot forward and you folded forward, remain there in the forward bend with your fingers interlaced behind you. Next time you step the left foot forward. Now, I don't fold very deeply in this pose. I have some restrictions in my spine and I have osteoporosis. So a deep forward bend is not appropriate for my body. It might be more appropriate for yours. If you're more comfortable lowering more than I am, please do. Release your hands. Inhale, come up into a standing back bend. And exhale, palms to your heart. Lower your arms by your sides. Return to Samastitihi, a state of balance. Feel your breath in the abdomen. Really let it be there. Presence of the breath in the abdomen. A variation now of dynamic chair pose. It's a variation. It's a little bit different than you might be used to it. Feet about hip width and parallel. With your inhale, lift the arms up, and exhale. First, you're in chair, and then keep lowering. Keep the hips low. Lower your head and your fingertips, torso to your thighs. Inhale into chair. Deepen it as you exhale. Next inhale, you stand all the way up and continue. Exhale, go beyond chair by lowering your head and your fingertips. Inhale into chair. We'll stay a little bit longer. Refine it. Next inhale, straighten the legs. One more round. Exhale, go beyond chair to lower the head and the fingertips. Inhale into chair, Utkatasana, and hold. When I say hold, I don't mean hold yourself rigidly. You're stable, but you feel presence of prana, energy. Next, inhale, straighten the legs. And exhale, once again, lower your arms by your sides. And notice any changes that you might perceive. Might be subtle. Notice the subtle. Keeps you in the present moment. We'll now do a version of Warrior One. Some of you are familiar with this with me. Doing mudras with the arms. We'll begin with the right foot forward. In Warrior One, the back foot is a little bit wider. It's not directly behind the front foot. Please bend the front knee, the right knee. Inhale, take your arms up. And exhale, take them out to the sides, palms face up. Inhale, bring your hands together in prayer at your heart. And exhale, forearms parallel to the ground. On your inhale, reaching up, let it be a back bend. And exhale, arms to the sides. Inhale, hands to prayer. Exhale, forearms parallel to the ground. We'll hold the inhales again. Inhale, reach up, holding your inhale, building light in the heart. On your exhale, lower the arms to the sides. Inhale, again, contain the inhale, building energy in the heart. Exhale, forearms parallel to the ground. One more round of moving the arms. Inhale, arms up, hold the inhale. Cactus arms are good. And exhale, arms to the sides. Inhale, hands into prayer. Hold your inhale, light the heart. Exhale, lower your forearms. Inhale, take the arms up in the classic version of Warrior One, which we'll now hold. Steadiness, either arms straight or my personal preference is cactus. It gives me a deeper sensation of back bend. Let your feeling tone determine what placement of the arms you have. Samavriti Pranayama. Inhale, straighten the arms. We'll take a vinyasa between sides. Lower your hands by the front foot. Step back to plank. Lower down, chaturanga or knees first. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Let's take some breaths in down dog. So your back being symmetrical. Warrior One with the left foot forward. Either step up your left foot or lower the right knee first. Line up your, or not line up your feet, but position your back foot wider than your front foot. Steady in both feet. We'll add the inhale holds for 4 cycles now. Inhale, bend the front knee, lift the arms, contain this inhale, hold it. And exhale, lower your arms out to the sides. Be effortless, no strain. Inhale, hands into prayer, hold the inhale. And exhale, lower the forearms. On your breath, the inhale is reaching up, hold the inhale. On your exhale, arms out to the sides. On your next inhale, hands in prayer, hold the inhale. Exhale, lower the forearms. 2 more rounds. Inhale, reaching up and hold it. Exhale, release the arms to the sides. Inhale, hands into prayer, contain your prana, your energy, your inhale. Exhale, release the forearms. 1 more round of the arm mudras. Inhale, arms up, hold the inhale. Exhale, release the arms to the sides. Inhale, hands into prayer, hold the inhale. Exhale, lower the forearms. Inhale, take the arms up, and now remain in warrior 1, either arms straight or cactus. Steady in both feet. And if you like to, you actually can hold the inhales here while holding the pose also. Inhale, holds, and back bends are in the category of what is known as a Brahmana practice. Brahmana means to build. We're building a little bit of energy, a little bit of light with this practice to inform the meditation at the end. Next, inhale, straighten the front leg. And once again, through a vinyasa at your pace, you'll step back to plank. You'll lower chaturanga or knees first. Inhale into up dog. And exhale into down dog and hold in down dog. Come into a plank pose, please, with your feet together. Feet together in plank, either half side plank or full side plank, Vastisasana. I will demonstrate half side plank, lowering the right foot, right knee, right shin on the ground, right hand on the ground. Then you lengthen back through the left leg. Take the top arm, the left arm by your ear. If you're practicing full side plank, your legs are together and straight, stacking the feet. Now bow the top ribs toward the ceiling. And return to plank with the feet together. And this time I will demonstrate full side plank, half side plank if you like, by lowering the left knee. If you want to keep the legs straight, pivot to your right, left hand on the ground, right arm by your right ear, bow the ribs toward the ceiling. And release, and please come into child's pose. If you have a block handy, place a block under your forehead to come into child's pose, Balasana. And once you're in child's pose, rest the palms of your hands on the back of your shoulders. And we'll be here for a few more breaths, a few more moments. Be in the now moment by observing sensation and observing your breath. Soften the belly. Soften the belly. We'll next be coming into Sphinx pose. So in Sphinx pose, lie on your belly, forearms on the ground on your mat with the elbows under your shoulders or slightly in front of the shoulders. It's actually a little bit easier on your lower back if you move the elbows further forward or even wider. Come into your Sphinx pose. If you want to give a little more depth of sensation here, feel as if you're pulling your hands back, which moves your heart forward and up. And notice how you'd like to position your head. Maybe you'd like it to be more upright. Maybe you'd like it to be in neutral with the spine, which is always good. Maybe you'd like to lower it. So here we are with another back bend. Feel the presence of light in the heart, effortlessly. If you're comfortable with this, another option here, if your back is comfortable with it, is to lift the elbows. If you try that and your back doesn't like it, take your elbows back down. If you're comfortable with the arms straight, one more option, if you like, lift the right arm up. Effortless effort. If you did lift the right arm, place the hand back down. On an inhale, lift the left arm. And we'll now release all the way down for crocodile pose. You cross your arms, take your feet as wide as your mat, toes turn out, and position your arms in just the right place. That you can lower your head comfortably to the top arm. You wrap your fingers momentarily, at least, around the opposite arm in order to elevate the upper ribs. When you lower the head, the upper ribs are not on the ground. Lower ribs are. As you take rest here in crocodile, soften the belly and feel your breath there in the abdomen. It's deep there. And we'll add an element of pranayama. Shape your breath so the inhale and exhale is a ratio of 1 to 2. Exhale twice as slow as your inhale. And release. We'll do one more back bend, fish pose. So if you have a variation of fish that you like that's different than the one I'm guiding, you may do so. I'm going to do a relatively simple fish here. You'll begin by coming down, legs stretched out in front, come onto your elbows. You're on your forearms again. Lift the heart and lift the chest a little bit more. Some of you might comfortably rest the head on the ground back behind you. More comfortable for my spine not to quite go there. Fish pose, Vatsyasana. Release now, come onto your back. Place your hands on your shins or the back of your thighs and rock around. Trace letters of the alphabet along your back and your hips. And we'll now stretch out, and we'll do a full body stretch. Stretch your legs out in front of you with the legs together, heels close together, arms behind you, interlace the fingers, press the palms toward the wall behind you, press your heels toward the wall beyond your feet. You're stretching in both directions from really about the navel center. And once again, bring your knees to your chest, Apanasana, with your hands either on your shins or the back of your thighs. We slow down the exhale again. If comfortable, exhale to a count of 8 as you squeeze the thighs in toward your torso. With the inhale to the count of 4, knees moving forward. Exhale to 8, very slow, squeezing the thighs in. Inhales to 4. Once again, the knees move forward. And exhale to 8, squeeze the thighs in. Now it's time for Shavasana. If you prefer to do Happy Baby before Shavasana, do so. And take your time. You might want to put on another layer of clothing, a pair of socks. You might want something under your knees. Take a few moments. We're going to have a nice Shavasana. But take your time to get comfortable for it. No rush. There is no time for rushing. One of my favorite teachers, Tara Brach, the Buddhist teacher, heard her say that. There is no time for rushing. As you move toward Shavasana, which at first is a pose. It's one of the asanas. Shavasana, the posture. But then, as you lie there on your back and take rest for a few minutes here, Shavasana becomes a state. It's a posture, and it moves into being a state of being. You once again feel the earth hold your body. And let go into that. Begin to release the weight of your body, the weight of your cares with each exhale. Just feel them melting down as if toward the center of the planet. And continue to release like this on your exhales as you count backward from 10 to 0 on your exhales. Each exhale, an even deeper layer of tension is released. Please continue effortlessly. And by the time you do reach 0, absolute effortlessness. Rest in effortless awareness. If your mind is still busy, unite it with your breath and or sensation. Through 2 key elements to be in the present moment. Awareness of the body breathing. Awareness of sensation in the body. Being and breathing. Sensation. And once again, become aware of your body breathing. Just feel that presence, that aliveness of your breath. Notice it deepen. And feel your way to curling over to your right side. Kind of feel it from the inside out. Once you're on your right side, take your time to sit up and come to a comfortable seat. If you're sitting on the floor, you want to make sure your hips are higher than your knees. Sit on whatever prop will help. You're welcome to sit in a chair. If you sit in a chair, have your feet flat on the floor at about hip distance. So take your time to come into your comfortable seat with an upright spine. And feel some softness even as you come into alignment. Settle into your body. Begin to feel your body breathing. You notice a certain expansion on the inhales and a slight retraction on the exhales. The breath is effortless. Please place your awareness in your heart center, your spiritual heart center, deep in the body behind the sternum. This is the beginning of Light of the Heart meditation. As you rest your awareness in the heart center, see or experience a tiny bead of light there. It's not that you're trying to visualize. Just be aware. Maybe you see it, maybe you experience it. A tiny bead or pearl of light in your heart center. It responds to the breath. Now, as you inhale, sense this tiny ball of light in your heart center expand. And as you exhale, it retracts slightly back inward. Be effortless. In time, you begin to sense that the expansion of the light in your heart grows. It begins to fill your whole body on your inhales. Slightly retracting on the exhales. You may begin to sense the light expands beyond the boundaries of your physical body. Light, spacious, expansive, light, emanating from your heart center. You begin to sense light all around you. And now allow the breath to just be. And become aware of the very center, the brightest, most intense center of light in your heart center. Aware of the most concentrated light in your spiritual heart center. And you enter this light here in the cave of your heart. And as you enter the cave of your heart, filled with light, you see before you there an illumined being, an enlightened being in the cave of your heart. You take your seat before this being. You see light emanating from the heart of this illumined being. Light in the heart of this being, in your heart. And you gaze into the heart of this illumined being. And there you see, you witness a tiny version of yourself in the heart of this illumined being, in the very heart of it. You see a tiny version of yourself. Rest in this heart of all hearts. Rest in this light of the heart. If your mind becomes distracted, just bring it back to the light in your heart. You in the heart of this illumined being. Begin to deepen your breath. Let go of the images, let go into your breathing. Take 3 deep breaths. And to continue coming back with your eyes closed, rub your hands together to generate heat in the palms of your hands. And you'll cup your palms over your eyes, beginning to reawaken your senses. Palms over your ears. Lower your hands down to cradle your throat and neck. Place one hand, then the other on top of your heart center. And bring your hands together in Anjali Mudra prayer at your heart. I thank you and Hari Om. See you next time. Thanks for being here.